The interabang. Created in 1962 by advertising executive Martin Spector, the interabang was meant to unite shock and curiosity. It promised a future where sentences didn't have to choose between these two symbols, a mark for disbelief with dignity, but the world was not ready. Typewriters refused it, newspapers ignored it, and early keyboards had no room for a symbol so bold. Example, your dog drove the car into a mailbox? The irony mark. The irony mark sought to save readers from misunderstanding sarcasm, a cause noble but doomed. It appeared inverted, like a question mark standing on its head, mocking seriousness itself. Yet authors cherished ambiguity, and printers would not waste ink on clarifying jokes. Example, oh, of course I love stepping on Legos at 3 a.m. The percontation point. Long before emojis and tone indicators, medieval scribes needed a way to mark rhetorical questions, queries expecting no reply. So they created the percontation point, a symbol that quietly whispered, "Don't answer that." But the Renaissance cared little for subtlety. The symbol vanished, swallowed by changing scripts and the impatience of printers. Example, who among us hasn't misplaced their sanity during tax season? A question asked, but never meant to be answered. The love point. In 1966, French inventor Jean-Pierre Brisset proposed a punctuation mark shaped like a heart, meant to soften declarations and express affection without emojis, centuries before their time. The literary world scoffed. Newspapers refused to sprinkle hearts into articles about war and politics. Rejected, the love point faded into obscurity, its warmth too bright for cold editorial rooms. Example, I appreciate your help more than you know, heart. The asterism. Once a symbol of elegance, the asterism separated sections of writing with 3 small stars, a constellation placed gently between paragraphs. It appeared in classical literature, hinting at transitions, pauses, or quiet changes in tone. But as printing became cheaper and faster, publishers deemed it unnecessary. Blank space was cheaper than stars. Example, a chapter ends. A new thought begins. The asterism remains in ancient books but is not used in this modern day. The dagger and double dagger. Born in scholarly texts, the dagger and its sibling, the double dagger, were footnote soldiers used after numbers ran out. They were elegant, sharp, and serious, marks for death dates, clarifications, and warnings. But hyperlinks replaced them, turning their precise blades into dusty relics. Example, King Henry VIII remains one of history's most infamous rulers. See further clarification in Appendix B. Today, they remain in academic corners, guarding footnotes that few dare read. The because mark. Invented in the 1600s, the because mark wanted to simplify logic. 3 dots arranged in a triangle, it stood for causation in a world still learning how to argue clearly. But writers preferred words. Mathematicians had their own symbols. The because mark died not from rejection, but from apathy. Example, I stayed home, the storm washed out the roads. Simple, elegant, unused. The snark mark. A modern attempt to tame the wild sarcasm of the internet. The snark mark placed a bar through a period to signal playful mockery. Its creators hoped to stop online fights by revealing when a line was meant in jest. But browsers could not render it, keyboards refused to adopt it, and social media thrived on chaos. Example, sure, because everyone loves unsolicited advice. The snark mark died as the internet laughed in its face. The exclamation comma. Dreamed up in the 1990s, the exclamation comma offered excitement without ending a sentence. It dared to say, you don't need to stop to be excited. But English teachers dismissed it as frivolous, publishers ignored it, and the keyboard gave it no throne. Example, I'm thrilled about the party, but I need to finish work first. Its reign lasted mere months, enthusiasm cut short. The certitude point. One of Hervé Bazin's ambitious creations, the certitude point declared certainty with force, a mark for statements that tolerated no doubt. But readers felt it shouted too loudly. Writers feared it conveyed arrogance. Its boldness became its downfall. Example, I know he took the cookies, he left crumbs everywhere. A punctuation mark too confident for a hesitant world. The acclamation point. Designed to express joy, celebration, and triumph, the acclamation point combined question mark, flair, with exclamation energy. But like all of Bazin's inventions, it arrived in a world uninterested in new symbols. Joy needed no special mark, people said. The exclamation point was enough. Example, you finally graduated? A celebration history forgot. The sark mark, released in 2010 as a downloadable symbol for $1.99, the sark mark aimed to label sarcasm definitively. Critics laughed. No one wanted paid punctuation. It became a punchline, ironic, for a symbol meant to mark irony. Example, oh great, another Monday morning meeting. The sark mark died quickly, buried by memes and mockery. The underscore for emphasis. Before bold and italics, Writers used underscores to show emphasis, a quiet rebellion in handwritten letters. But when formatting became digital and standardized, the underscore became a humble space filler in usernames instead of a rhetorical tool. Example, I said I was fine, which clearly means I'm not fine. Its original purpose forgotten, replaced by keyboard convenience. The hedera. Shaped like a leaf, the hedera decorated early manuscripts. It signaled paragraph breaks, marked sections, and brought nature into writing. But mechanical printing stripped text bare, and the hedera was pruned away. Example, a medieval scribe finishes a thought. He begins the next. Today, it appears only when historians resurrect it in whispers.